when I got to college, I went to Western in Bellingham, and which is right next to the Lummi Island, Lummi tribe, and I think in my sophomore year, so this would be 1962-3, got involved with establishing a tutorial program out at Lummi. I was profoundly affected by the simple knowledge that this tribe 7 miles away from the Western campus had generated one graduate since it opened in 1899. So anyway, that was my first personal, on my own kind of involvement with the Indian question. And when I got done with Western, I came to Seattle to go to law school. And I won't say that I spent a whole lot of time concerned or even curious about it, just sort of watching Dad from afar on his work on behalf of the slope. But then as a junior or second year law student, focusing on my senior thesis, for want of a better term, and that's when I suppose the bug bit me more than anything else, was getting into a true understanding of Aboriginal title issues. And quickly, Aboriginal title simply refers to the rights of Aboriginal peoples in relation to any new alleged government power asserting government authority over them, which, the Alaska case arises out of the Seward's Folly, the purchase in 1867 from Russia of a country known as Alaska. And at that point, I get out of law school and was still working on that thesis and before I could take the bar. So in 1969, September, I went to work for the Seattle Human Rights Department. And, we're in the throes of the civil rights movement in every direction you can imagine. State of Washington Indians were not well organized. In fact, they weren't organized at all. And I was hired by the department to try to focus on the needs of urban Indians in the city of Seattle. And one of the first things I did was to organize a meeting where I think there were as many as 60 different Indian groups, a third of them being basketball teams, to come to a meeting. It was held at Kanechitapi facilities. Yeah. Right. And the Kanechitapi was an employment program funded by, who funded them? The Seattle King County Economic Opportunity Board, I think, is SCIOB. Mm-hmm. And I eventually ended up on the board there. I can't remember if it was before or after this meeting, but but that's when two guys sort of emerged at that meeting, Bernie Whitebear and Fred Lane. And those two guys, I think they were both Boeing employees at the time. And within 2 years, Bernie, it was full tilt to the wall, and amazing human being.